Knoxville College is once again enrolling students in classes, this time online. It comes after the school in Mechanicsville closed its doors in 2015. 10 News reporter Gabrielle Hayes spoke to alumni who say despite the struggles, they are hopeful about the future of that college. Gabrielle?
Robin and John, Knoxville College is now enrolling students for the fall semester. Now, as you can see, there aren't any students on campus, but that's for good reason. Those classes are online, and alumni say this could be a step in the right direction. Fred Washington graduated from Knoxville College in May of 1990.
When you're there, you don't realize how much of an impact it's going to make on your life, but the relationships that you built.
After closing its doors in 2015, the school is now enrolling students for the fall semester. It comes as it continues to struggle financially.
Handling those funds to keep the school open, that was the biggest struggle, and it continued to be the biggest struggle.
In a February memo between the city and the school, the college recognized financial burdens estimated in the millions. That includes $6 million in unpaid bills and debt and an estimated $5 million for campus repairs. Earlier this year, the city proposed a plan to build a new $40 million police and fire headquarters at the campus. But on August 14th, announced it was pursuing other options. The city said then the Knoxville College Board of Trustees could not provide evidence the school can handle its debt.
We talk about different fundraisers that we can do to help bring funds to the college.
Washington says alumni are still trying to find ways to help. He and others, including 1995 grad Antoine Jackson, are still hopeful for the future as new classes begin.
This is a school that mattered. It gave us a lot of opportunity, and you have to give back. You have to reach back in order for things to be successful. You have to cultivate things.
In Mechanicsville, Gabrielle Hayes, 10 News.
We did try to reach leaders at Knoxville College multiple times today, but no one was available. Online classes do begin on Tuesday.
We are less than 48 hours